This is episode 2 of our car project series. In this video, we will actually be physically creating it and purchasing the items and soldering it all. And first of all, let's do a recap of what we did last video.
We start with the OBD port, which is the source of information from our ECU or engine control units. With this OBD port, we can read all kinds of diagnostic information, including rotational speed, fuel level, and other fuel efficiency parameters. Next, we have the ESP32. The ESP32 serves as the brain and computation of our project. The last essential component for our project is the CAN transceiver. The responsibility of the CAN transceiver is to translate the physical bus wires, so the CAN L and CAN H on our OBD port, into general TX RX that can be passed into our microcontroller for processing and for other kind of transmission. Without the CAN transceiver, there's no way that our microcontroller can communicate with the physical ECU on our car, because it cannot physically understand the different voltage levels and the voltage readings that come from the car, and the ability to translate that into general TX RX terms. The responsibility of the buck converter next is to convert the 12 volts from our car's battery into 3.3 volts that can be used to power both the ESP32 and the CAN transceiver. Any more voltage than 3.3 volts can cause the boards to fry, making it completely useless and having to be replaced. Last, we wire all this up. For example, we put the CAN H to the CAN H on the CAN transceiver and the CAN L on the CAN L transceiver. And then we wire the TX RX to the general purpose input-output of the ESP32, and then make sure that we wire the VCC for the voltage and ground to ground for all of our electrical components. And we should end up with something pretty damn familiar.
So, we're going to need some tools. And I don't have a soldering station. Purchased one. It's in the back of the car right now. So, let's go get that in. Let's get everything set up. I love soldering. So, let's do it. A reminder that safety is one of the most important things when it comes to soldering. You want to make sure that you have goggles to protect your eyes and heat-resistant gloves to protect against both burns and the absorption of toxic soldering chemicals into the skin. Now let's get to soldering, shall we? So to conclude today's video, as you can see, we completely created the wiring diagram, and all that space up in the left now is writing the code firmware onto the ESP32. After that, we can advance our code a bit by making it connect to, say, like an app or to a phone, or somehow transmit that information to, say, Google Spreadsheets. We're basically, let's say, 66% done. And yeah, for that, I'm pretty excited. My goal is probably to finish it by December, give or take. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed today's video. I tried to make it a little bit higher production quality. Now, the question as to whether or not this type of production value will continue, I hope so. But I'm not sure if you could tell, but it's very exhausting and it's very tiring, and I'm not even feeling it here. I'm really good. I'm gonna probably see if I can ask my brother to help me out with this, but stay in the loop. I hope you guys all have a good day, and take care, stay healthy, and stay happy. Take care.